Healthcare Wings YouTube channel. Today we gonna discuss on adverse effects of refined oil. Reasons that why we should stop or avoid using refined oil. There are two kind of oils. One is refined and second one is unrefined oil. Unrefined oil is also called as virgin or cold pressed oil. Refined oil is also called as hot pressed oil. In most basic terms, oil falls into two categories of edible and non-edible. Non-edible oil includes things like crude oil, which comes from deep in the earth and goes to power machines. Edible oil, in contrast, come from nuts and seeds and are safe for consumption. Edible oils can be refined or unrefined in terms to refer how the raw products like olives, almonds and coconut become an oil. So now we should know the difference that what is refined oil and unrefined oil. So first one is unrefined oil. So let's see and discuss what is unrefined oil or virgin oil. An unrefined or virgin oil has not undergone refining or processing. The seeds or nuts for these oils only undergo one processing cycle and do not have heat or chemical solvents added. Cold pressed and expeller pressed oils. You may also see the word virgin applied to the various oils, especially to the olive oil and coconut oils. Virgin is often a term to indicate that the oil is of a higher grade than other oils. So now the question arises that is organic oil is the same as unrefined oil? So here is the conclusion that organic oils can be refined or unrefined. You may see some oils with a label declaring that they are organic products as organic based on practices farmers use while their crops. On other hand, the processing determines whether an oil is refined or unrefined. You are just as likely to find a refined organic oil as an unrefined organic one. So now next one is refined oil. We should discuss and see what exactly is a refined oil. Refined oil are processed like unrefined oil, but they undergo further processing like neutralizing fatty acids and removing phospholipids, after which the oil is filtered to remove any particulates. Often the oil is mixed with an alkaline substance and washed in a centrifuge. Refined oil goes through much more processing than unrefined oil. It often produces a product with longer shelf life, lower smoke point and fewer particles. Refined oils are often better for deep frying at high temperature because of their higher smoke point. After defining both unrefined and refined oil or definition of the both the oils, here next one is the main highlighted differences between unrefined oil and refined oil, which we should know, on the basis of which we can categorize or differentiate both the oils and we can judge which oil is better for our use. So let's start. So first difference between unrefined and refined oil is that unrefined oil is cold pressed or expeller pressed oil. On other hand, the filtered oil is hot pressed. Next difference is that in unfiltered oil no chemicals or preservatives are added, but on other hand in filtered oil the chemicals are processed and preservatives are added. And next difference is that unrefined oil contains natural flavor and natural color are preserved. On other hand, in refined oil, artificial fragrances are added and natural color is removed. And next one is that unrefined oil is firstly heated only in your kitchen, but on other hand the refined oil is already heated at 300 degrees centrifuge during refining process. And next difference is that the unrefined oil is responsible for good cholesterol, and on other hand the refined oil is responsible for cholesterol and triglyceride. And next difference is that the unrefined oil is beneficial for heart health, but on other hand the refined oil is chemically exposed, which is bad for heart health. And next difference is that unrefined oil contains anti-inflammatory properties, but on other hand the refined oil contains inorganic preservatives. And next difference is that the unrefined oil is antibacterial and antifungal properties. So here the question arises that how the refined oil affects our health. As we had seen earlier, the difference between refined and unrefined oil. So from there we can judge which oil is better, but although we have to discuss that why refined oil is bad for our health. Actually, as we have discussed earlier, the refined oil is the processed form of natural oil, which is obtained after treating natural oil with numerous chemicals to fulfill the consumer's expectations, such as odor-free, flavor-free oil along with long shelf life. To accomplish the need for longer shelf life, the oils are subjected to hydrogenation process, in which liquid unsaturated fat is turned into solid fat by adding hydrogen to it, that is resulting in excess production of trans fat in the oil, which has an adverse effect. In the process of extraction of vegetable oil from plants, high heat, high pressure and chemical solvents are used. Thus, the oils oxidize and become rancid, as well as lose many and all their properties. This renders them toxic. Regular consumption of refined oil may lead to various diseases to our health like cancer, diabetes mellitus, gastrointestinal diseases, atherosclerosis, obesity, reproductive issues, and immune dysfunction. So now let's see that how refined individually affects our individual body parts and our health. So first one is that how refined affects our heart and brain. So let's discuss. Actually, the high temperatures applied during the refining process that remove all the valuable and natural elements from them. Instead, it increases the amount of trans fat, which is known to increase bad, that is low density cholesterol, triglycerides and insulin level, and reduces beneficial HDL, that is high density cholesterol. All of these LDL and trans fats get deposited within the arteries, causing plaque formation. A buildup of plaque can narrow these arteries, reducing blood flow through the heart. Eventually, the reduced blood flow may cause chest pain, that is angina, and shortness of breath and other coronary artery disease signs and symptoms. A complete blockage can cause a heart attack. If plaque ruptures, it obstructs the blood supply to the brain, that is causing a stroke. Eventually a stroke occurs, so it also affects our brain. So next one is that how refined affects our gastrointestinal health. The omega-6 and omega-3 are significant fats necessary for brain development and hormone production and cellular health and the immune system. It is necessary to have these fats in proper balance. The correct ratio of omega-3 and omega-6 are from 1:4 to 1:2. But unfortunately, the refined oils contain a ratio almost closer to 20:1. Researchers have found that excess consumption of omega-6 has harmful effects on gut health and can cause inflammatory bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel disease and colitis and immune cell damage. Hence, our diet should be rich in omega-3 for better gut health, as they are anti-inflammatory in nature. So obviously the refined is also not good for our liver health and not for our gastrointestinal health. So now next one most important question arises, that how the most common cooking oil or refined oil can cause cancer. Is it really cancerous? So let's see. Actually, it all started in 1950s when a cooking oil company advertised that how their cooking oils make fried foods lighter and are better than the traditional butter. This got people talking, and if you look at the cooking oil preferences people have today, it is all about vegetable oils or refined oils. Yes, it is reality that really refined oil can cause cancer. They cause cancers of breast, colon and others. Actually, as we discussed earlier, trans fats have been seen to the double a woman's risk of breast cancer and increase risk of colon and many other type of cancers. According to health experts, anything that is carcinogenic can be cancerous. Research shows that heating oil several times produces aldehydes, a kind of toxic substance that can form cancerous cells in the body. The refined oil had been gone multiple time processing, due to which it produces aldehydes, so it is cancerous. The cancer is at forefront of medical concerns. For this reason, the refined oil should be avoided when we are frying foods if we want to save ourselves from such kind of dangerous diseases like cancer.